And today I want to talk to you about the 5 ways to make $1,000 a day as a window cleaner. It happens all the time. You can do it. You can even make more than that. Now, if you get yourself a crew, you'd be able to, make a lot more money. But that's a lot. That's got a lot of headaches as well. And so today, the top 5 ways to make $1,000 a day. So here we go. Okay, so number one is probably the most difficult way to make $1,000 a day. But if you're just starting out, this is a good way to do it. And what you do is you go to vistaprint.com, you get yourself some cards made for very little money. You can get like 500 cards for $25, something like that. You can also add a gloss to it. You could add your own pictures to it, and it's really helpful. And you go and you take those flyers and business cards and you go into the neighborhood of your choice to homes that you're able to clean. If you're just starting out, you don't want mansions because those are difficult. That takes a long time and it takes a certain skill level. So when you go to these homes, these smaller homes, you just talk to people, you ring the doorbell, you have them in your car, just have conversations with people. And when people are working in the yard, you have conversations with them. If they ask you for an estimate, walk around that house. Remember, I have another video that says do not count windows. You see that job and you ask yourself, how long is this going to take me? What's the square footage? And you give your hourly rate times how many hours it's going to take. If it's $100 an hour, it's a 5-hour job, you're going to make $500, right? If you do that twice in that day, there's $1,000. A lot of time you'll say, if you can get your neighbors to go in with you, I'll give you a small discount. If you do 3 jobs in a day for $350, then you're at $1,000 or more, right? Or put them on the door handles of their screen door or their front door, stick it in the edge of the door just so it sticks there. Have them do it. That's one way to get your name out there. And it's not the best way. Number 5 is the number one best way, and that's the one I use. But this is a way to do it when you're just starting out and you just don't have a lot of money for resources to do advertising, okay? So let's say you get in your car and you go take a drive to a populated area with restaurants and stuff, and you look for buildings that are being built that says something like Taco Bell or, Bill's Burgers or something, right? And you go out there and you give them your card. Say, hey, I'm Mike. I've been washing windows for 10 years. I'd love to give you an estimate on this building when you're done with it. And shake hands with the person. And they usually call you back. Many times they do. There are times they don't. When they call you back, you go out there, you get it. I got Taco Bell. They were building it in Anaheim. And I actually met the manager and I gave her my card. She called me back about 3 weeks later after they were done. I went out and I did that job. She says, you did a great job. Can you give me an estimate on 15 more stores? It's a true story. And I did. I was making serious money then. I was making well over $1,000 a day. Then we started doing power washing on the drive-throughs, which just boosted our piece of the pie. Every business, every family, every house has a certain size money pie. You always want to get as much as you can out of that money pie. If you're doing windows for a small business, see if you can do power washing. And another way to do it on point number 2 is you can go by construction sites. If you're at that level, you know how to clean construction windows. And you can talk to the superintendent. They're usually in the little mobile home type of office out there. You go in there, ask for the super, which means superintendent. If you say super, it sounds like you know what you're doing. You can get a proposal that way to them, which will equal well over $1,000. I want to say that you can drive by strip malls and buildings that have a leasing agent sign out front, has the guy's name. It has the contact person's name, Frank. Call Frank if you want to rent out this suite or lease it, right? Call him, ask him if they have a window cleaner to do their windows at their buildings, okay? That's a really good way to make $1,000 a day. Okay, the third way to make $1,000 a day is you go on Google. You go on Google, you look for buildings and commercial buildings and places like Vaughn's or whatever grocery store is near you. So you go to grocery stores or you go to a store that like Staples or something or any of these stores like that and just call them, say, hey, my name's Mike. I've been washing windows for about 10 years. Here's my phone number. I carry insurance and everything, and I'd really love to get your business, or I'd really love to give you a quote. Go out there, They usually call you. Many times they do. Or when he asks you for a bid, you can just say, well, let me take a quick look. And you walk around and give him a bid. If you're hurting for money, lower the bid a little bit so that you can get that money. You don't want to walk away empty handed when you need groceries on the table, right? So you go out, you do that job, you make $300. Maybe it was going to be $400, but if you really need money, you go do that. You get that $300, then go down the street, look for other ones, call other places. And if you do that 4 times a day, that's $1,200, okay? And you could do it all in one day. And that's a way to make $1,000 a day. Easy right there. Scheduling properly. The fourth way to make $1,000 a day is you go on Google Maps. It's free. You create your business on Google Maps. Just look it up on your phone. Grab the app on Google, go to Maps, and then type in your business or look for a business, and it'll say something like, is this your business? You start filling in all the blanks that they have for your name and your business name and all those other things. And then you want to make sure that you upload photos. Go to your mom and your family members, do their windows, and ask them for a review. That's the best way to do it. Once you start getting about 10 reviews or more, that's great. You start getting calls. I get calls now regularly on Google Maps, and I started that. It was last year. I got calls last year as well. But Google Maps is a great way to make $1,000 a day or more for absolutely free. You do it right now, get on there, and you can make $1,000 a day and start paying your bills and start saving money for your future and becoming a prosperous and successful window cleaner, which is what I really want for you guys, okay? And the fifth way to make $1,000 a day, this is my favorite by far, is Google Local Services. Yes, it costs money. Google Local Services does. You can get the app, and the app will show you different. You can set up your profile. You can set up your budget. You can set up the zip codes of where you want to work. And if you don't want to work in a certain zip code, you can eliminate that zip code in there. It's an awesome way to do it. You can respond to reviews. You can read your reviews. You can send links from that app. It's wonderful. It costs money, yes, but you set your budget. And if you want to get noticed, you set your budget high. You will make money. Make sure you save money. You put part of the money that you make aside from all the calls you get, because you will get a lot of calls. And especially in the spring and summer, that's like the busiest times of the year. It's awesome. I've made a lot of money. I've had to pay out money too, but the income I have received is way more than what I've had to pay out, and that's good. It does pay to advertise. That is the best way to make $1,000 a day. If you found any value in this video, please like, subscribe. Thank you so much for coming to my channel. I really appreciate it. And I want you successful and prosperous. Wash on, brothers and sisters.